We're fixing to head home, so I'm going to winterize the cabin. We have some cold weather coming up next week. I think forecast is somewhere around 19 degrees Fahrenheit. I won't have to worry about the tote. I know some areas get so cold that totes would freeze solid. We won't have that problem here, so I'll simply just valve the tote off, clear the water out of the line from the tote, and then I will just use RV antifreeze for the cabin. It's set up where it's pretty simple. Let me show you how I have it set up. Right here I have a water heater. The pump's right to the left of it. I have a switch right there. Now, pump's turned off. Next I'm going to go inside. I'm going to open the sink, put the spigot where it's got hot and cold open, and then I'm going to drain it out on the side. Okay, so I have the hot and colds open on the sink and the, I guess you'd say, the kitchen area. So let's grab this and go over to the side, and I'll just open hot water, cold water, on the water heater. There's a thing right there. You gotta take that out. A little bit of water will come out. That way you can make sure we get the water heater completely drained. Stick it back in. They could have made that better. So I'm gonna go ahead and flip that switch for winterizing. Take this cap off. Lift this hose up. And before I start all this, I'll go over to the tote. I'll turn this valve off. Then I loosen the hose here and here. That way we won't have any water trapped in this hose. I had a freezing break before. Now hook it back up. There's no water in it, so I can tighten it up. Get that tight. Next time we come out, all we have to do is turn the valve on from the tote, and the pump will pull water into this. So I'm going to go ahead and turn hot and cold off. See how much is, we'll get a fresh container. We've already got it set. This will go down into a jug of RV antifreeze. We'll be back. Okay, I'll turn the pump back on. This way we'll have antifreeze in the pump and it won't freeze. And my main focus is the water heater. This is going to get loud. I recommend you turn the gas off to the water heater on the heat on demand. And I didn't. There we go. So from there, we're pulling the antifreeze out of that jug. I'll go outside. I have hot and cold right here. That's how we feed our outdoor shower. And there, now cold. Dump that so we don't have any critters try to drink that. And then I'll go inside and I'll run hot and cold on the sink. No need to do the shower. It is all plumbed, but it's I've already run it with a bucket one time and ran it till it's pink, so it has antifreeze in those lines. Hot, and we got pink, and that's cold, and we have pink. So it's winterized. Go back outside. So takes about just a little bit over a half of a gallon to winterize the water heater, and then that's all of the plumbing in the cabin. So that's not too bad. For a while I had started just running the spigots and capturing the antifreeze and reusing it. And what happened is enough water in eventually mixed in there, and it got it to where it was not able to protect the temperatures we had one time, and it busted all in the pipes. But back then I had CPVC, and I don't recommend using CPVC, especially on something that's, you know, off-grid or something that you're not going to be living in. It's not going to have heat all the time. So PEX has been really good. I also have moved where all of the PEX is in this cabinet, and then they go through, and that's where PEX goes into the cabin. Our water from the tote comes in through the side of this box that I've mounted on the side. So it's like a little mechanical room hanging on the side of the cabin. Water heater, the pump, the propane for the water heater. And it's worked out really well. Now I'll just flip that valve back. Unhook this. Put it up. I'll just hang it right there. Put the cap back on, everything is freeze protected now. I guess I could turn the sink, open the valves on the sink, and then bring this jug and put it up underneath where the water heater is, and I would capture antifreeze. I'll try that next time and see how it works. But if it doesn't stay this pink color, this stuff is cheap compared to the aggravation of going back and having to replumb stuff. But that's winterizing the cabin. It's pretty easy. Turn the pump back off. And that's it.